Das hier ist mein Sektor.
Das hier ist das wichtigste Gerät des Küstenwächters. Das Gerät und das Gerät.
Überlebensradar.
Mayday, Mayday. Hello, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you... Over. We are sinking. We are sinking.
Hello? This is the German Coast Guard.
We are sinking. We're sinking.
What are you thinking about?
Hello everyone, welcome to week 12. Goodness gracious, they are coming. We're really getting into the end of it. You have started thinking about rather your second lesson, your second project, and that of course focusing on the pair of consonants to practice and make activities, a listening activity and a speaking activity. And I think, you know, that Berlitz English commercial, which opened up our video, that shows the confusion that people can have, you know, with the s and th, so, you know, the s and the theta, the th, the light h, so the s and th sounds. And so these are real things that people can miscommunicate and misunderstand. So it is important that we practice and try to help our learners, our students, get better. So that's something to bear in mind. I want to remind us about our projects. You know, they're coming in, they're going to be due, and you're going to need to show your listening and speaking activity. You don't need to do introduction or conclusion or any teaching of new vocabulary. You're just focusing on the sound and how to practice those sounds. That's all you're worried about. So that's all you need to worry about. So that should simplify things, but you do need to write a lesson plan of what, you know, a basic lesson plan, get some more practice in as well. Now, I've been looking through your first lessons and providing feedback. Some of it is more direct than others. Everyone did pretty okay. But I'm trying to give you meaningful feedback so you can get better. Or if I have problems with something where I don't understand or there's some technical issue, I'll be direct and tell you what that was, so you could do better and fix it for the future. I want you to get better. Almost all of us, all of you, are first year students. You have 3 more years, 3.5 more years, 4.5, however many years you're going to be at this university to get better. And I want you to get better. And truthful feedback will help you get better. And that's what I really want. So today we're going to review those consonant pairs that you've chosen for the project. And so I'm going to go over that and reiterate what those sounds are and how we say them, the manners of articulation and places of articulation. Now, you know, if you say, you know, bilabial, an elementary school student does not know or care to know the word bilabial, but how you can explain that in a different way, of course, using your lips, you know, for example. And so if you have an activity that you need to explain a little bit, then being able to understand what your sounds actually are will help you a great deal in that. So with that, we're going to have a brief lecture going over those sounds, reviewing those sounds mostly, and hopefully you'll get some use out of it, and we'll see each other again at the end of that lecture. All right, see you in a few. let's take a brief look at the places of articulation and manner of articulation, and of course voicing as well. These are important for us to remember and review. It is pronunciation. And then also we're going to take a look at the different consonant pairs that you are going to be workshopping with for the second micro lesson. So it's good to practice and for us to hear these sounds again and again, so you'll be able to better make activities to exercise these sounds. Now, for English, we have places of articulation. We have labial, dental, alveolar, postalveolar, velar, and glottal. That is just all these parts down here. So labial is the lips, dental, teeth. That's pretty easy. Alveolar is this thing here. Postalveolar means back here. Velar is back here, and glottal is over here. Manner of articulation is how we say it. Nasal has to do with nose. Stop, affricate, and fricative. Those are all how we make sounds. And of course, voicing or not voicing, using the vocal cords down here. Nice and easy. Things I'm sure you've been tested and had to practice for all of this whole semester. Let's take a look at P versus F. P, F, P, F. Now, P is a voiceless bilabial stop, but F is a voiceless labial dental fricative. So they're very close. We have the P, 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 and F, F. Really, it's just the bottom lip. That's really different. So very easy to get them turned around or get things straight confused. So let's hear these different sentences. We have, it's a sharp pen. It's a sharp pen. It's a sharp pen. It's a sharp fin. It's a sharp fin. It's a sharp fin. You can hear the two differences. Peel this orange. Peel this orange. Peel this orange. Feel this orange. Feel this orange. Feel this orange. There's no pork in here. There's no pork in here. There's no pork in here. Versus, there's no fork in here. There's no fork in here. There's no fork in here. Snip these flowers. Snip these flowers. Snip these flowers. Versus, sniff these flowers. Sniff these flowers. Sniff these flowers. He showed me his palm. He showed me his palm. He showed me his palm. He showed me his farm. He showed me his farm. Now, of course, the R and L is different as well. That's another area of difficulty for some students, for some learners. But it is important. So pa, fa, pa, fa. So that syllable is the same. That initial onset is the same. He showed me his palm. He showed me his palm. Versus, he showed me his farm. He showed me his farm. Palm, farm, palm, farm. All right, then. That's P and F. Voiceless bilabial stop. P, 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 please. And voiceless labial dental fricative. F, 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 flower. Or I should say power and flower. There we go. That's better. B versus V. These are the voiced counterparts to F and P, but so B is a voiced bilabial stop. B, 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 bo, bo, b, 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 and V is a voiced labial dental fricative. Let's take a look and walk through these different steps. They're good bets. They're good bets. They're good bets. They're good bets. Versus, they're good vets. They're good vets. They're good vets. He wore his best. He wore his best. He wore his best. Versus, he wore his vest. He wore his vest. He wore his vest. Can they lift the ban? Can they lift the ban? Can they lift the ban? Versus, can they lift the van? Can they lift the van? Can they lift the van? Ban, van. Best, vest. Bets, vets. All right. We need more bolts. We need more bolts. We need more bolts. We need more volts. We need more volts. We need more volts. Jones won the boat. Jones won the boat. Jones won the boat. Jones won the vote. Jones won the vote. Jones won the vote. It's a berry red color. It's a berry red color. It's a berry red color. It's a very red color. It's a very red color. It's a very red color. Berry and very, of course, are two very difficult sounds for lots of Korean language students. Or rather, English language students who are Korean. But anyway, you know what I mean. So we have bets, vets, best, vest, ban, van, bolts, volts, boat, vote, berry, very. There we go. Now we have the th and s. So th, or theta, is a voiceless dental fricative, while s or s is a voiceless alveolar fricative. So this is where our tongue is. So theta, the so we have that sound. Then s, the tongue is clearly behind the teeth. So let's walk through these examples. What a sweet little mouse. What a sweet little mouse. What a sweet little mouse. What a sweet little mouth. What a sweet little mouth. What a sweet little mouth. Make sure you get your tongue over. Is this some okay? Is this some okay? Is this some okay? Is this thumb okay? Is this thumb okay? Is this thumb okay? There we are. He's sinking. He's sinking. He's thinking. He's thinking. There's a mountain pass. There's a mountain pass. There's a mountain path. There's a mountain path. Mouse, mouth. Some, thumb. Sinking, thinking. Pass, path. All right. Now we're getting this. So we have voice dental fricative versus voice alveolar stopped. So we have the and the, the, the. Smith is bigger, Dan Jones. Smith is bigger, Dan Jones. Smith is bigger than Jones. Smith is bigger than Jones. Day arrived. They arrived. Day arrived. They arrived. Jim dares his friend. Jim, there's his friend. Jim dares his friend. Jim, there's his friend. Doze after lunch. Doze after lunch. Those after lunch. Those after lunch. I don't know his sister Ida. I don't know his sister Ida. I don't know her either. I don't know her either. Ida, either. Ida, either. This is why some people, like myself, like saying either. Helps reduce confusion. But, excuse me, let's see here. Dan, than. Dan, than. Day, they. Day, they. Dares, theirs. Dares, theirs. Doze, those. Doze, those. See, it is hard. Doze, those. Ida, either. Ida, either. Ida, either. All right. And there we are. A brief little overview of the pairs of sounds that you'll be working with. And hopefully it was helpful for you to hear them again and again and again. For your activities, try to think of how to be active and student-centered. That's quite important. These activities, you should pretend that you're in the classroom with students. It's not an explicit, it's not a video lesson like the first project. It's an in-class lesson. So you'll act like there are students in the classroom that you're giving directions to, and they are doing the activity. So make sure that you explain the activity well, so that I can follow along by watching, and that everything should go smooth. Well, everything will go smoothly, but yes, if it is important that you do explain the activity and do the activity in your videos. Don't worry too much about making it nice and sleek and all cool for YouTube, because that's not what this project is. It is much more of a classroom-based project that if we were under normal times, we would be doing in class. So focus on trying to help your students with the particular pronunciation pair, those two similar consonants. If there's any problems or questions, please ask them on eClass, and we will get into vowels for the rest of the semester, and I'll get you the rest of your feedback as we go along. There's a lot of things going on. Very, very busy. Excellent then. Have a wonderful week. Thank you and goodbye.